Yo, what's up my people? Nova Fourth Prince here, bringing you a commentary on competitive Gears of War. Before I start off as well, I do know that Nova have got a competitive team at the moment, which I'm really happy about. And yeah, I wish them all the best. I look forward to seeing some great content from them and trying to keep track of how they're doing in whatever endeavours they get up to. I'm really looking forward to it, so that's great. And why I want to chat about competitive Gears, and I want to take it from a different perspective than everyone else chats about competitive Gears, because I'm not a competitive Gears player. I've never played a proper competitive game of Gears of War in my life, but I've watched a lot. I've played a lot of Gears as well, but I love watching competitive Gears of War, especially on this game, Gears 3. It's been, we had Hypefestation, there was GearsCon, yeah, I think 2 EGLs, maybe 3. Just brilliant. I can sit and watch people play Gears all day long. I haven't got a problem with it. I just love competitive Gears of War, but I'm not a competitive player. But I don't want people to go, oh well, you can't have an opinion on it, because you might like Formula 1 driving. You ain't never ever drove a Formula 1 car. Doesn't mean you can't have an opinion on it. Or you've never played a professional game of football with Arsenal or Tottenham or any other football team, or Miami Dolphins if you're American football. You know what I mean? You ain't never played with them guys, but it doesn't mean you don't love watching it and enjoy it beyond just like the thing. And for me, my sport, even though it's probably a lot of people argue it's a sport, I'm not going to argue with you. For me, my sport is watching competitive Gears of War. I love it. I really enjoy it. And so I'm kind of trying to bring this commentary from a different perspective other than a Gears of War competitive player. Obviously we've got Judgment. I know I said I wasn't going to mention Judgment, but obviously I'm kind of concerned at the moment and worried that there won't be any competitive Gears of War because of the way Judgment's set out as a game, like meaning there's no single life game types, meaning execution or Warzone or things like that, because down but not out gone. So kind of this commentary as well is to Epic. Hopefully they're listening. They're probably not. They're probably not watching this video, and they're not going to. But I hope someone does, maybe, or gets to see it. I might even tweet it to them when it gets out and give it to us, hopefully, because I kind of feel that competitively I'm kind of let me go back a bit. My first video on the Nova channel was Gears of War Judgment going MLG, and my excitement in that video and the hope for it to go to MLG was huge. Obviously I've been watered down a bit now and kind of got to the fact that I can't see Judgment going MLG. Maybe people disagree with me, but there's no way. It's not going to happen. If it didn't go there on Gears of War 3, it's not going to go there, just because we haven't got the game types and everything. I just can't see it happening in MLG. But the thing is, I'm really worried about is our big Gears competitive thing, which is for me Hypefestation. That's the World Cup as far as I'm concerned. If you can imagine footballers saying to football fans, yo, there ain't going to be no World Cup no more, man, it's done. That's how I feel about if there isn't a Hypefestation. I hope they still do it. Obviously we've got Domination, which is taken over from King of the Hill, which I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that works. I'm hoping everything's spot on for that, to see that competitively. But I do also know we need to have a single player game type, and Warzone's the one, as far as I'm aware, the only one we can have. I know a lot of people say, yeah, but down but not out's gone. Warzone, have it as you die, you get your life, you run around, you won't be able to fall over, crawl around, obviously, because no one's going to be able to pick you up. But if you die, you die. But Epic needs to put that in there. It really needs to go in there. Like Baird says, help me help you, man. Just put it in there, because I'm a fan of it, and I will be gutted if there's no competitive side to Judgment. I know a lot of people are saying about Overrun as well. If it is, I hope I proved wrong. I'm hoping I'm proved wrong, and Overrun is super competitive and it works really well. But personally, at the moment, I just can't see it. I can't see I just can't see it. I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to be able to watch Overrun. Plus there be a Warzone in there. Plus Domination. Yeah, I'd love that. Just so there can be Hype Festations, your Gears Con, EGL. Just so I can watch some of that content. Obviously, the other thing about Judgment that I am maybe my biggest upset for Judgment is the fact there's no Locust. Which, being a viewer of Gears of War, watching Gears of War competitively, and just watching Gears of War, the fact we've got two completely different teams, two completely different species of animal, if you want it, humans v locusts, however you want to look at it, is brilliant. But obviously in Judgment, that's the thing that's going to be gone in the multiplayer, which I'm sad because it's not as interesting to watch. And I know all the there's a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, I don't like being Locust though. I don't like being Locust," which I'm still surprised how many people have said they don't like being Locust. But for a viewer standpoint, Locusts are a big part of drawing people in. But obviously at the moment we don't even know if we can. There is going to be a big competitive thing on Judgment. The other thing as well is loadouts, which I'm going to try not to get into because I don't know, competitively, regardless, I think maybe if you got the Warzone in there and Epic did make the effort, if there's no second loadout, if it'll work, I don't know. Maybe it'll just end up into everyone with Marksers. And if you guys don't know, the Markser is basically a gun with the power of a Botox pistol, which looks like a sniper rifle and has a scope on it, which I think in a competitive game you could just get a lot of people getting them out, everyone camping, be one shot one kill or two shots one kill because it's a Botox, two to the head with it and you're done. With a scope on it, I mean, I get killed by Botox all the time, so the fact there's a Markser in there is like, and the Judgment's got 3 snipers, I don't know. I know I said I wouldn't moan. I don't want people to think that I am the moany one. I'm just sad, man. I'm sad, and I'm trying to look. When you're a fan of something, I think you find that if you're a fan of an actor or an actress or a singer, people can say bad things about them, and you're like, no, it's not. But I kind of feel of myself as a hardcore Gears of War head. If I'm good at the game or not good at the game, doesn't matter. I'm a hardcore Gears of War fan. That's can't be argued in any way, case of the word, anything. And I'm finding it hard to look at good sides for Judgment at the moment. And that for me, I'm kind of finding it hard. How are you going to get a noob in or someone who wants to play the game, going to sell it to them if you can't sell it to your core fan base? And I know with the Warzone thing, I saw a podcast what said for Warzone it's too much hard work to put it in now, we've gone too far with the programming. As far as I'm aware, that Gears of War 1, the whole of the multiplayer on Gears of War 1 was a rushed job, last minute thing. They stuck it in just for the sake of sticking it in to see if it worked. And a lot of people now still say that Gears of War 1, best multiplayer ever. So Epic, please put Warzone in there, or please support so people can watch competitive Gears of War. And for Judgment, please do something, Epic. Anyway, people, that's me, Nova Fourth Prince. Yo, much love and peace.